Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to explain about the next phylum, that is about the phylum Annelida. Okay. So let us start with or discuss the general characters or the features of the phylum Annelida. Okay. So Annelida. So they are. So how you define Annelida? The animals of Annelida, they can be defined as triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, metamerically segmented, coelomate worm with a thin, flexible cuticle around the body. You just remember the earthworm. Okay. So, how an earthworm will be? So, where the body of the earthworm, as the name itself suggests, it is just a worm, isn't it? So, worm ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು ಹುಳು ತರ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ. So annelids ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ annelids are defined as triploblastic. You know what is triploblastic animal? The animals which are having 3 germ layers, that triploblastic, and they are bilaterally symmetrical. It means an animal can be cut into 2 equal halves from anterior to posterior direction. Hence, it is said to be bilateral symmetry and metamerically segmented. So this is the most characteristic feature of Annelida. So that's why I said you remember earthworm. So once you see the earthworm, you know, it's the body of the earthworm. It is very long and tapering. It is just like a worm. ಹುಳ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎರೆ ಹುಳ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು. ಹುಳು ತರ ಇರೋಂಥ ಬಾಡಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And you can see many lines on that worms. ಆ worm ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು many lines ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. So each line that represents a segment or a metamer. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿ ಲೈನು ಏನ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಟಾಮಿಯರ್ ನ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so then coelomate worm. Coelom, you know what is coelom? That is nothing but the body cavity. So they have coelom with a thin flexible cuticle. So when you see the body of the earthworm, you know, so the body is surrounded by a very thin and soft the layer, that is what is called as a cuticle around the body. Okay, so annelids are the triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, metamerically segmented coelomate worms with surrounded by a thin flexible cuticle. So those animals which shows these characters, they belongs to the phylum Annelida. Okay. So the representatives of the phylum Annelida are known as segmented worms or ringed worms. That is mainly because of their appearance, because the body that shows many rings on their surfaces. Externally, they shows many rings on their surfaces. Internally, the body that will shows the compartments are the segments. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಭಾಗದಿಂದ rings ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So body ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it consists of segments or the compartments within the body. So hence, so those animals, they shows these characters, they belongs to the phylum Annelida. So Annelida is derived from a Latin word, annulus. Annulus means a little ring. So that's why I said, when you see the body of the earthworm, you know, you will find many smaller rings on its surface, on the body of the earthworm. So hence those ring-like structures are what is called as annulus. Hence, from this word, the Latin word, the term Annelida was derived. Okay. So it is one of the larger phylum that nearly constitutes about 22,000 living species can be seen in this phylum. Among them, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 22,000 worms ಅಲ್ಲಿ living species ಅಲ್ಲಿ, among them polychaetes constitutes about 12,000 species, while the clitellates contains about 10,000 species. The major groups includes earthworm, ragworms, and leeches. So the major groups among these, so earthworm is one of the dominant animals which is in the phylum Annelida. So whereas the ragworms and leeches, so they are also the animals which belongs to this phylum. Okay. So let us see discuss about the general characters of phylum Annelida. So Annelida are mostly aquatic. It means the animals of this phylum, they may be aquatic. Some animals are aquatic. So in aquatic, they may be marine forms or they may be freshwater forms. Some are terrestrial. Terrestrial means they found in soil. Okay. So some bun owing or living in tubes. It means some of the animals, they lives in tubes. They may be sedentary. Sedentary means they may be fixed to some of the substratum without moving. They may be sedentary or they may be free living. Free living means they move freely. Okay, they may be free living. Some are commensal and parasitic also. Commensal means they found living on the other animal without harming them. So that is a commensal. And whereas some are parasitic, for example, leech. So leech is a parasitic worm. So where it sucks the blood, it is an ectoparasite. Leech is an ectoparasite. Okay. So it means this is about their habitat, where they are found. Okay, so they may be aquatic. In aquatic, they may be freshwater forms or they may be marine water forms. Some are terrestrial and some are living within the tubes. They may be sedentary or free living. Some are commensal. Commensal means the smaller association between the smaller and the larger animal. So where the smaller animal gets the benefit, so but there is no benefit for the larger animal. Okay, so that is what is called as a commensal. And they may be parasitic also. For example, like leech. So leech is an ectoparasite. Okay. Then the second point is body is triploblastic. You know that they are the triploblastic animal having 3 germ layers, and it is bilaterally symmetrical, elongated, and vermiform. Vermiform means elongated worm tara irutte, hulu tara irutte in the body. Okay. So body metamerically segmented. So that is the key character of the phylum Annelida. Metamerically segmented. So this is one of the key character or unique feature of the phylum Annelida. That's why a name ಬಂದಿರೋದೆ Annelida ಅಂತ ನೇಮ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮೆಟಾಮೆರಿಕ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. So externally by transverse grooves. So ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ನಾನು outside body outside external surface ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, it is externally surrounded by transverse grooves. Means ring like structures ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಬಾರಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ. Internally by a septa. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ನಾನು, by septa or a cross wall, internally into number of divisions or number of compartments. Each division is called a segment. ಪ್ರತಿ division ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, segment ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, or a metamer or a somite. So metamerism, you know that it is nothing but the similar repetition of similar body parts. Similar body parts repetition adre ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ metamerism or segmentation ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So that true metamerism, so that can be seen by the phylum Annelida. So then up to the other phylums also. So where the similar body parts, they will be present in a repeated manner. That is what is called as a metamer. So when you see the body of an animal belongs to the phylum Annelida, so where externally it consists of grooves. Grooves means ring-like structures can be seen, and internally it's separated by where it consists of septa or the cross wall. Okay. Then the next thing is about they show organ system grade of organization. So the animals, they are having definite organs for different functions. Okay, so like excretory organs or circulatory system. So whatever it may be, some animals they even show the organs for respiration. So that's why these animals, they show organ system grade of organization. Body organization is organ system grade of organization. So then let us come to the external covering. See, the outer covering of the body is cuticle. Cuticle means it's a thin layer secreted by the underlying epidermis. So the body is externally surrounded by epidermis, and that epidermis secretes a very thin layer, that is what is called as a cuticle, and that is secreted by the epidermis. Okay, so cuticle, that is the outer covering of the body. So that's why almost the Annelida worms are the animals which belongs to Annelida. So they are slightly slimy in nature. Their surface is soft and slimy in nature. That is because of the presence of cuticle on their surface. Okay, so then the next thing is the body wall is contractile, consisting of an outer epidermis, circular and longitudinal muscles. So the surface of the body, it means the body is contractile. Contractile means body ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು, body wall contract ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So consisting of an outer epidermis. An outer epidermis is present. Circular and longitudinal muscles can be seen. Body wall is contractile. An outer epidermis, it consists of both circular and longitudinal muscles. Circular ಆಗಿರೋಂಥ muscles ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ longitudinal ಅಂದ್ರೆ elongated ಆಗಿರೋಂಥ muscles ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So then the seventh property, appendages when present are unjointed. Appendages means the locomotory structures, the outgrowths. So when appendages are locomotory structures, or when outgrowths are present, any outgrowth is present, so they are unjointed outgrowths. So that is the key character. But when you see in case of the arthropoda member, so where you can find the jointed appendages. So that's why they were named as arthropoda. Arthro means jointed, poda means legs. Those animals which are having jointed legs, they are considered as arthropoda. But here when the appendages are present, it means any outgrowths like locomotive structures, so they are unjointed. They do not show joint like in arthropoda. Okay, so then here the locomotory organs are segmentally arranged, paired setae or chaetae in most of the cases. See, many of the animals which belongs to Annelida, so where they show the locomotory structures like setae. Setae means that the small bristle like structures, ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ small, very small hair ಅಥವಾ bristles ತರ ಇರುವಂತ structures, ಯಾವುದು setae ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ. So they always occurs in pair. Or chaetae. Chaetae means small tubular structure, ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ತರ ಇರುವಂತ structures ನ chaetae ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So setae, or they may be chaetae. So they are the locomotory structures in most of the cases. ಸುಮಾರು cases ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು locomotory structures ಆಗಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So then presence of true coelom, that is schizocelic coelom, usually divided into large number of compartments by intersegmental septa. Andre these animals, they are coelomic animals or coelomate animals. So where the coelom is true coelom, so are they are eucoelomates or schizocoelomates. Usually the coelom is being divided into large number of compartments by intersegmental septa. So like this, for example, I will show you here. Suppose if you take leech, so where the body of the leech that shows many number of compartments within it. So like this, many compartments can be seen. So nearly the digestive system that consists of 10 pouch-like structures. Okay. So the coelom, that runs within the body. So where that shows compartments, and each of them they get separated by means of the septa. So pratiyondu enagirutte septa inda separate agirutte. So nearly, so when it comes to leech, nearly about 10 pouches which are found in the alimentary canal. Okay, so each of them they store the blood when they suck. So like this, the coelom found in the body, so where that is showing the compartments, so and get separated by means of the intersegmental septa. Andre intersegmental andre segment ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ, ಎರಡು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ. ಸೊ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆನಿಮಲ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಔಟ್ಗ್ರೋತ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲಿ ದ ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ consists of ring like structures like this. So many rings can be seen on the surface. So their rings will represent the septa or the segment. Okay, so that is why it is to be metamerism. Okay, so when it comes to the 10th point, that is about the digestive system. So here the alimentary canal is a straight tube like, and it is complete, extending from mouth to anus. So here the alimentary canal, it is tube like. Okay, it is just like a continuous tube and it is complete. So where complete digestive system is nothing but it starts from the mouth and that ends with the anus. Here there are two openings can be seen. One is a mouth and another one is an anus. Okay, so mouth, where the digestion, the alimentary canal start with the mouth and it ends with the anus. So hence it is said to be complete digestive system. So extending from mouth to anus. Then respiration that takes place through general body surface. In some of the forms there may be gills also present. So respiration, it may take place through general body surface. So through the cuticle and through the epidermis, the gaseous molecules will be exchanged by means of diffusion. So or the respiration also takes place by means of gills in some of the forms. Okay. So then when it comes, this is an important point to remember. The blood vascular system is closed type. The blood vascular system in these animals, it is closed type of blood vascular system can be seen. Blood vascular system is closed type and blood is red. So this is the very important point here. Blood vascular system is closed. Closed vascular system means the blood is flowing within the blood vessels. Blood vessels ಒಳಗಡೆ blood flow ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ. So how we are having the circulatory system, so where the blood is flowing within the vessels, no. So likewise in these animals also the blood is flowing within the closed vessels ಒಳಗಡೆ blood vessels ಒಳಗಡೆ blood flow ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Blood is red in color, remember. So here, because of the presence of the pigment what is called as hemoglobin or erythropoietin, hemoglobin or erythropoietin. So this is a pigment, so that is found in the blood of the annelidans. So that's why the blood is colored in nature and it is flowing within the blood vessels. That's why the circulatory system is said to be, our blood vascular system is said to be closed type. Okay, found dissolved in the plasma. Andre pigment ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ blood plasmaದಲ್ಲಿ dissolve ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ blood red color ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So then the next point is about the excretion. Here excretion by segmentally arranged nephridia. Excretion takes place by means of nephridia. Here nephridia are the excretory organs and which are segmentally arranged. Andre prati segment allu nephridia ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ arrange ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, which usually communicate the coelom to exterior. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋಂಥ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, And nervous system with a pair of cerebral ganglia. Nervous system alli irutte with a pair of cerebral ganglia. Ganglia is nothing but the mass of nerves or group of nerves. Okay. So cerebral ganglia, the brain had a double nerve cord having segmentally arranged ganglia. So brain alli the cerebral ganglia together constitutes the brain. Adanna ನಾವು brain ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And a double nerve cord having segmentally arranged ganglia. So ಪ್ರತಿ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಬಲ್ ನರ್ವ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ನರ್ವ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಲಿಯಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಲಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. Then the tactile organs. So this is about the organs, receptor organs like tactile organs, taste buds, sensory organs, just like sensory organs. Statocyst, photoreceptor cells, and eyes are the receptor organs. So sensory organs are the tactile organs. So that is nothing but they are sensitive for touch. Taste buds, so they can taste the food. Statocyst, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲೆಂಟ್ರೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ. Statocyst helps in balancing. Photoreceptor means they are sensitive to light. Photoreceptor cells and eyes are the receptor organs. So this is about the sensory organs. So sensory organs here, that tactile organs, taste buds, statocyst, photoreceptor cells, eyes, and the receptor organs are the receptor organs. This point is about the sensory organs. Okay. And usually when it comes to reproduction, so usually the annelids are monoecious. Monoecious means they are hermaphrodites. Monoecious means they are hermaphrodites. So where both the sexes, both the testicles as well as the ovary, which is found in the same worm, are in the body of the same worm. So for example, like earthworm, where the testis as well as the ovary, it develops in the same worm. It means the male and female gametes which are produced in the same worm. Hence, they are hermaphrodite. Then some of the species are dioecious also. So dioecious are unisexual. Dioecious, it means male and female worms are separate. Maybe dioecious, or they may be some of them. Dioecious is nothing but unisexual. So where male and female worms are separate. But in some forms like earthworms, so both male and female sex organs were found in the same worm. Okay. So development direct in monoecious forms. So in monoecious forms, so for example, like in earthworm, the development is direct, without involving the larval stages. Forms, but indirect in dioecious forms. So dioecious forms ಅಂದ್ರೆ unisexual forms ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆಯೋ, unisexual forms ಅಲ್ಲಿ indirect development ಇದೆ. Bisexual forms ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ monoecious forms ಅಲ್ಲಿ development is direct. In unisexual forms, the development is said to be indirect. Okay. So if it is indirect, it means the development includes the larval stage. If it is indirect, there is a free swimming larva, what is called trochophore larva. Remember the larval stage. Here, the larva of Annelida is what is called as trochophore larva. If it is a free swimming, if it is indirect development, so here they produce a larval stage, what is called as trochophore larval stage. It is characteristic in case of indirect development. So while in other, this stage is passed during the development. So ಕೆಲವು ಬೇರೆದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೋಕೋಫೋರ್ ಲಾರ್ವಾ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ವರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೋಕೋಫೋರ್ ಲಾರ್ವಾ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. So then this is about the classification. So the class 1, Polychaeta. Poly means many, chaeta means bristles. Bristles andre there are minute or hair-like structures. The thick hair-like structures, they are what is called as a bristles. Poly means many, chaeta means bristles. So Polychaeta are marine and carnivores. So these animals usually that belongs to the class Polychaetae, they are marine forms and they are carnivores. It means they eat upon other animals. Okay. So flesh eating animals, carnivores. Body is elongated and segmented. So that is a characteristic feature of Annelida. So they have elongated vermiform body. Worm andre hulud ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And body is segmented. Head consists of prostomium and peristomium and bears eyes, tentacles, cirri, and palps, etc. So head bears prostomium and peristomium. So prostomium means they are the small openings. Okay. So then peristomium. So both of them, prostomium and peristomiums. So along with that, they bear the eyes, tentacles, then cirri, then palps. So all these structures which are found in the head region. Okay. Setae are numerous here and are borne up lateral prominences of the body wall known as parapodia. So see, there are numerous number of setae will develop here. Setae means they are the locomotory structures. So they develops along the lateral surface, body lateral surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ outgrowth ತರ development ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Setae numerous, born upon lateral prominence. Lateral prominence ಅಂದ್ರೆ small outgrowths ತರ lateral side ಅಲ್ಲಿ outgrowths ತರ develop ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಪೋಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕೋಮೋಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಪೋಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. Then clitellum is absent. So I will show what is clitellum. A dark region, a dark, somewhat swollen region found in the body of the worm. That is what is called as a clitellum. So that you can clearly see in animals like earthworm. Earthworm alli clear agi nodabodu clitellum na. I will show you later. Clitellum is absent here in these worms. Cirri or branchiae or both may be present for respiration. So cirri or branchiae, so both of them they are the respiratory structures. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸಿರಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರಾಂಕಿಯಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಸ್, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಇಂಟರ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ. ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಇಂಟರ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಕೆನಾಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಎವರ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಬಕಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರೂಸಿಬಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಕೆನಾಲ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it is provided with a eversible buccal region. Andre it consists of a mouth and a protrusible pharynx. Andre ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ protrude ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ pharynx ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Excretory organs are segmentally paired nephridia. Here also the excretory organs are segmentally paired nephridia. You concentrate more about the general characters of the phylum Annelida. So but you at least you should know about the classification of the Annelida and the classes, the characters of the classes of Annelida. But the major thing is about only the general characters of Annelida. You write down the salient features or general characters of Annelida. So you just mention the class name with example. So that is sufficient for your examination is concerned. But at least you should know more about the characters of the classes, even the classes also. Okay. So sexes are separate here. It means they are unisexual animals or dioecious. Fertilization is external. It means the gametes are released to the water media, as most of them they are aquatic in nature, marine forms ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ gametes water release ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then there is a free swimming larva, that is what is called as trochophore larva. So larval stage ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ trochophore larva. Okay. Monoecious forms ಆದ್ರೆ usually larval forms ಇರಲ್ಲ, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ dioecious forms ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ so here we can see the trochophore larva. And these are the examples for the class Polychaetae. So okay, you can see the animals, various animals here. So like Chaetopterus. So all of them they are marine forms. Okay, Chaetopterus, this one. Then Terebella, this one you can see in the picture. Then Arenicola, this one you can see here, the Parapodia. Okay, so small bristles are appendages, the lateral appendages that you can see here, the Parapodia. In this one also you can see the bristles, small, thick, hair-like structures. So the bristles you can see here. So this is Arenicola and this one is Amphitrite. This is Amphitrite. Then Spirorbis. This is. Then Sabella. Okay, so these are some of the examples for the class Polychaetae. Okay. Then Oligochaetae. Oligo means few. Chaetae means setae. Means few. Those animals which are possessing few number of setae. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀಟೆ ಫ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅವನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಆಲಿಗೋಕೀಟ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪಾಲಿಕೀಟೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯೂ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಟೆ. ಸೀಟೆ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಲೋಕೋಮೋಟರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆಲಿಗೋಕೀಟೆ. ಆಲಿಗೋ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟೆರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ some of them they are terrestrial, it means they are found in the soil, and some are fresh water forms. Body with conspicuous external and internal segmentation. ಎರಡು ತರ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲಿ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡ್, ಐಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಟಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಐಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಟಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರಾಪೋಡಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ಯಾರಾಪೋಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಅಪೆಂಡೇಜಸ್, ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಈ ತರ. So you cannot see the lateral outgrowths like this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ small hair like structures ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so ಈ ತರ lateral outgrowths ಇರಲ್ಲ. Okay. Since parapodia are absent. Then setae are usually arranged segmentally. Setae ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, usually segmentally arranged ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ segment wise setae arranged ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Clitellum is present. I will show what is clitellum. Clitellum is present here. Pharynx is not eversible. ಅಂದ್ರೆ pharynx ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರೂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Pharynx is not eversible. It is just like a tube and it is without jaws. So there are no jaws here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ jaws ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. And these are hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodite means, so remember, Polychaeta members, they are unisexual forms or dioecious forms. But here, the Oligochaeta members, they are hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites means where the sexes are united. Means male and female sex organs found in the same worm. Male ಮತ್ತೆ female sex organs ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ worm ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Hence, they are hermaphrodite. That is, sexes are united. Development is direct. So ಆವಾಗಲೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. So hermaphrodite worms ಅಲ್ಲಿ development direct ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Unisexual worms ಅಲ್ಲಿ development indirect ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So indirect ಇದ್ದಾಗ trophophore larva ಇರುತ್ತೆ. But here larval stage is absent. No free larval stage. You can see here. Development is direct and takes place within the cocoons secreted by clitellum. Cocoons ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಎಗ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಗ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಕೂನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಕೂನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, so no larval stage, no free larval stage. Remember, in Oligochaeta members, there is no free larval stage. Example, we can see here Tubifex, Heliosoma, and Arthro. Okay. Then the next group is class 3, Hirudinea. Hirudo ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ leech. ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಲೀಚ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ectoparasitic. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ectoparasitic. It means they are the parasites outside the body. They do not enter into the body. Body ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So they are found outside the body, but they are parasites. It means they suck the blood. Ectoparasitic and freshwater forms, while few are marine forms, feeding upon fishes and other animals. ಬೇರೆ ಫಿಶ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ನ ತಿನ್ನುವಂತ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Body is elongated, usually flattened dorsiventrally or cylindrical. So body ಯಾವ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲಾಂಗೇಟೆಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಫ್ಲಾಟೆಂಡ್, ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಲೀಚ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫ್ಲಾಟೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಡಾರ್ಸಿವೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಆರ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್. ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಾರ್ಸಿವೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಾಡಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಈಚ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಇಂಟು 2 to 4 ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆನ್ಯುಲೈ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2 ರಿಂದ 4 ರಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆನ್ಯುಲೈ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. Parapodia and setae are absent. Both are absent here. There is no parapodia, means the lateral appendages, small outgrowth, and there is no setae. Even setae is also absent in these members. Okay. Body is provided with an anterior and posterior sucker. Body ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಂಟೀರಿಯರ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೌತ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಫಾರ್ ಟು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಟು ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ. ಎರಡು ಸಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, anterior sucker as well as a posterior sucker, both of them they are situated ventrally, ventral surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ situate ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Mouth opens on the ventral surface of the anterior sucker. So mouth ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ventral surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ anterior sucker region ಅಲ್ಲಿ mouth ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. while anus opens dorsal to the posterior sucker. So anus ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? dorsal surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ posterior sucker ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ dorsal surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ anus ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Mouth that is ventral at the anterior sucker. So mouth is ventral in position. Okay. And here these are also hermaphrodites. Means sexes are united. In these members also sexes are united. Reproduction, sexual means in the reproduction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Asexual reproduction ಇಲ್ಲ. It is not known asexual reproduction. Eggs are usually laid in cocoons. ಅಂದ್ರೆ cocoon ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಸುತ್ತ ಒಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ cocoons ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So development is direct without free swimming larva. ಅಂದ್ರೆ among the 3 classes of the phylum Annelida, so only the Polychaeta members they show the trophophore larva. But the other 2 class, Oligochaeta and Hirudinea, they do not show the larval stages. Hence, the development is said to be direct without free swimming larval stage. Okay, and the example is Acanthobidelida and leech. Acanthodelida and leech. So they are the examples. Okay, you can see the picture here. And the class Arachnelida, this next one, class Arachnelida. So exclusively they are marine forms. Arachnelida, they are the marine forms. So and here these animals body elongated and worm like. Body ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ elongate ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, worm ತರ body ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Setae and parapodia are usually absent. So ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, setae ಇರಲ್ಲ, parapodia ಇರಲ್ಲ, they are usually absent. external segmentation is slightly marked by faint, while internal segmentation is marked by coelomic septa. ಅಂದ್ರೆ externally segmentation ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಫೈಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ತರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀಲೋಮಿಕ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, Prostomium bears 2 or 3 tentacles. So here the tentacles are present. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೌತ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೋಸ್ಟೋಮಿಯಂ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ there are tentacles are present, and here they are unisexual or hermaphrodite. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯುನಿಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹರ್ಮಾಫ್ರೋಡೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Larva is typical trochophore larva. These members also they show trochophore larva. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅನೆಲಿಡಾದಲ್ಲಿ, one is Polychaete and another one is Arachinellida, Archianellida. Both of them they show larval stage, that is trochophore larva. Okay, I can see here the example. You can leech. See, the leech is sucking. Okay, here it sucks through its anterior end. It is sucking. Okay, with the help of the suckers, it is sucking the blood, and you can see the rings on its surface of the body surface. You can see here. Okay, so that represents the septa or the segmentation. So polygodius. Okay, you can see the tentacles here at the prostomium region. You can see tentacles here, and this is the earthworm, and this is what is called as a clitellum. Okay, so somewhat larger or bulged portion. Okay, and darker portion. This is a darker portion, and you can see this is darker more than the other surface of the body. Other part of the body, this is darker, and this part is what is called as a clitellum, and helps in the formation of the cocoons, means covering over the eggs. Okay, and this is all about the phylum Annelida. Okay, so major thing is the worms, they're showing the segmented body or metamerically segmented body. So that is a major thing. So digestive system is complete. Another thing, it ends from it starts from mouth to anus. And other very important thing is presence of closed circulatory system, and the blood is colored in nature. So that is a major thing. And the presence of nephridia as excretory organ. So that is also one of the advancement over the previous phylum, Aschelminthes, isn't it? So these are most advanced animal when compared to the previous phylum. Previous phylum in compare madre advanced animals. Okay, so this is all about the phylum Annelida and about the classification of Annelida. So, and this will be asked for 5 marks in the examination. Okay, thank you.